God, this fucking movie.
This fucking movie.
And that, as much as anything else, led to my drinking problem.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Workman. I am the man of constant hatred.
And I'm Manny Classic, and this is Drinking Age Movies, where we review movies 21 years old.
And this week we're saying happy 21st birthday to the film that might have killed Chris Farley's career if it didn't actually kill him. That's right, we're watching Beverly Hills Ninja.
In the secret clan of the ninja, there is a legend that foretells a foreign child will come among them and become a ninja master. This was the child. They were wrong.
Beverly Hills Ninja was released January 17th, 1997 here in the United States. Dennis Dugan was the director. The movie stars Chris Farley, Chris Rock, Nicolette Sheridan, and almost everyone of the cast of Mortal Kombat in some way or another.
The movie stars Chris Farley as Haru, a baby who is stranded at a ninja monastery and is thought to be the prophesied Great White Ninja. He is then tasked to go to Beverly Hills to spy on Nicolette Sheridan's less than savory boyfriend, and after that it just becomes a mess. So, really, don't waste your time. How do we think this film stands up 21 years after the fact?
It's easily Chris Farley's best work. And I can't believe that I was able to say that with a straight face, unlike everyone in that movie who did absolutely nothing to help themselves in any way whatsoever. It is a farce.
I mean, I can hardly imagine this film standing up in 1997, let alone 2018. It's got a lot of really bad racist jokes. There's just not much going on that's worth seeing, honestly. Alright, so overall impact after 21 years.
I don't think there is much. I mean, it'll probably go down as one of Chris Farley's last films, which, if you like Chris Farley, you should go out of your way to watch it just to make sure that you've seen it, but if there's a movie in his filmography that you're going to skip over, this is probably it. Outside of that, I don't see anything major coming out of it.
I mean, the film was bad enough in its day that allegedly when Chris Farley saw it, he spent the entire night crying because it was absolutely not what he wanted. So the overall impact was this. I mean, it was so bad that the star didn't like it. The star hated it. And it was the last film he released while he was alive.
Holy shnikes.
Yeah.
He did better work before and after, I think, so...
I mean, he only had, 2 films come out after his death?
He had 2 films after, yeah.
Which was Dirty Work and that one with Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely this is one to skip. So overall, what are our feelings on the film?
There's not a whole lot to grasp at. It is just racial tropes done without charm or care, just strewn together. Whole lot of nothing going on. Not a lot of humor outside of one repeated sound effect. There's a whole lot, yeah.
Yeah, I think you hit it on right there. Yeah. Just a lot of insensitive racial humor. There's a scene where Chris Farley is in a hibachi restaurant and he's dressed up like Fu Manchu because we needed to be reminded of Hollywood whitewashing and the entire history of that. So that was fun. And then there's a scene where he's breaking into a warehouse. And it's like the filmmakers completely forgot how gravity worked. And then they repeated it with Chris Rock.
It's like they knew 21 years later Neil deGrasse Tyson would just be awful on the internet about gravity and stuff like that, and they were just like, you know what? Let's shut this down early. All physics? No, I don't think so. Bill Nye?
Yeah.
Ain't saving the world
Yeah.
on my clock, Chief.
No, sir. And then poor Chris Rock. Bring the Pain came out the year before this. How do you go from one of the greatest stand-up specials of our time to just one of the absolute worst movies maybe ever? This film was difficult to watch. I mean, like 15, 20 minutes in, we're checking our watches. Cell phones, whatever. Who wears watches anymore?
It makes a lot of sense, though, because look, Chris Rock put out the comedy special Bring the Pain, and then was in a movie that literally brought the pain. This movie was hard. Like, it's a gut punch to watch.
Yeah, and we had a counter going of how many times Chris Farley got thrown in the trash.
Yeah, it's twice. Also, not counting the number of times his shoes were unsanctimoniously kind of ruined in one way or another, then subsequently thrown out, which is 4 times.
Yeah, so, and then there was the sound design. Sound design is unbearable. Aside from the aforementioned sound effect, you just got a lot of cartoony sound effects, and every music choice in the film is just on the nose and hard to listen to. He's searching for Nicolette Sheridan's character, so they play Blondies one way or another. He's a ninja, so we get 3 different versions of Kung Fu fighting. Then they play Turning Japanese, which, again, just more insensitive racial humor. It's just hard to watch. So, I guess by our grading scale, I'm giving it a pretty damn awful.
Yeah, there's no denying just how much real dreck this movie is, so I'm also going to go with a damn awful.
So what did you think? Is it good? Did you laugh? Did you hate it as much as we did? Leave a comment below.
Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to know when we put out videos, which we're trying to do twice a week, but who knows, that may end up changing. We may end up putting out a little bit more. There's a bell icon on the bottom that you can press, and you get notifications to let you know when we do put those out.
And always, have a damn fine day.